New capabilities have been added to point clouds in IronCAD 2021 Product Update 1 to allow you to hide and show different data sets as well as delete points. For example, we have a multiple imported data sets inside of here, and when you select on these, you can actually right-click to have options for visibility. For example, if I want to hide a certain data set, I can select through and actually hide the selected items. You can also right-click on these and actually do various other options like reverse what's hidden and show the ones that were hidden are now visible and the other ones are now hidden, so you can see the opposite, if you will, using that particular command. So you can actually just kind of get a visibility of what you're trying to see inside of your file. So you can toggle those options back and forth just to kind of get visibility of trying to see inside of your point cloud data sets. And you can always right click on those and show all, or do the show selected and hide selected type options inside of IronCAD, just like you would with normal part data inside of here. You can also delete data points, and you can do this per point cloud data set. So in an individual point cloud data set, so if we have this particular data cloud, for example, I go ahead and hide these particular items by doing Control. I can select these guys and hide these. I can see the data set that I have here. I can actually do a particular delete command. If I right click on there, I can say delete selected. I can delete that entire data set if I want inside of there, just to show you that capability. And I can go back and say show all here. Now I can see that that data set is deleted. I can also delete points inside of here, which is a nice handy tool. So you can actually delete data sets, or you can actually delete points, which is more useful on a global set of data points versus individual data points. But you can do it per data point by right clicking and actually removing point clouds inside of here. You can do it per data point cloud, or you can merge these like we did in our other video where we can select all of these, or just right click and say merge point clouds, and we'll just merge all these into one file here, so it makes it easier for us when we want to delete points. We'll just go ahead and do that command. And it'll take just a second here for it to merge it all into a single file. So now we have a single data point cloud set here that we're using. Now we can actually right click on that and do remove points inside of here. And inside of here, it'll give you a box that you can move or reposition using the triball. For example, I want to move up here, maybe to one of these points up here. I can either drag, or in our case, I do 2 point. You can select a point up here to just reposition that box. Now I can just push and pull, or I can use a triball to rotate that or orient it to a better position. But in this case, I'm just going to select an area of this particular point cloud data set. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this top area and just make sure everything that's inside of there that I want to hide. So I can kind of rotate around here and say, yeah, that's basically encompasses everything that I want to hide. I don't need that stuff on the top inside of there. And I can just delete those points inside of it, or everything on the outside. So we can say everything inside of here is what I want to work on, and that will delete everything on the outside, or I just want to delete everything on the inside. And you can do the select a point cloud or all point clouds, which is kind of nice. So if you do want to keep those non-merged, it'll do it on all point cloud data sets there. So you can continue to have your different point cloud data sets and have it calculate all the points across there, or you can just do it on the particular data set cloud that you have. So it's a very handy tool to allow you to do that. We'll go ahead and hit OK, and that'll basically just remove those point clouds for us. So now we can actually just filter down to what we're looking to do. So that's kind of nice. So if we wanted to get rid of some of this other stuff, we can just continue to use that again on the merged or the other data set. Again, we'll use our triball. We'll just rotate this around a little bit here to get better orientation of what we want to remove. Say we want to remove the stuff on the left there. We can just do that. Pull our handles to encompass the area that we want to get rid of. That's stuff on the left there. We'll just pull this out and just make sure we got everything inside of there. Just big enough. And you can snap those handles. Again, it's just like IronCAD. You can snap to exact point data. So if you want to snap to other geometry in the file or points inside of here, you can use these. Holding the Shift key, you can snap to points, or right-click onto that and snap to a particular point inside of there, and snap to those point sets inside of there, if you need to be very precise on your point clouds. So we basically got an area that we want to remove, and we have the OK command, and it'll actually delete that for us, and we can deselect inside of there. Now we have just the point cloud that we want to use, and then we can start using our tools to rebuild around this, or rebuild that geometry if we need to. So very handy new tools in the latest version of IronCAD with point cloud data sets to allow you to hide and show various point clouds, or delete points or remove points from those data sets to get more accurate visibility of what you're trying to work on.